Hello and welcome to Opinions Plus. This will be a relatively short video. I lost my voice for, I can't sustain it for a period of time. So, we'll see how far I can get. But the bottom line is the repeat of a general message. Character matters. It's all over the place. You watch the Republican convention there, it's all over. Character, or the lack of, however you want to look at it, matters. I don't know what's going on in the world. I don't understand what's happening. People just want to hate. And that's all they talk about is hate and fight and hate. And it's wrong. I met with some family this week and past week, and we talked about going to the good. It's essential. I have to repeat it. I don't have any other solution. You have to go to the good. I don't know what's going to happen with Joe Biden, and I don't know how good is. But the character issues are just right out there, bold, front and center. It's a choice, good or not. I don't understand what, it's not a matter of policy anymore. It never really was with this guy. But, you may dislike, even hate what's going on and what's happening to the Palestinians, for example. It's horrible. Simply horrible. What do? How do you deal with it? What's going on with the Ukrainians? What do? How do you deal with it? The United States is becoming this isolationist model like it did before World War II. Nothing new. We did the same thing then, we'll do the same thing again. Hide your bloody head in the sand, but it doesn't work. It's going to screw up the economy, you're going to screw up you can't just do it like that. You can't just go isolation and say, I'm just going to back out of everything and, because I'm just going to take my ball back. You've got to have responsibility. You've got to be responsible to the world, to the society, to your country, to your people. And none of the things that I hear coming out of the politicians on the Republican side are even talking about that. It's all vengefulness, hate. So one of those billionaires said, as long as they reduce the regulations, I'm good to go. I don't care what kind of a person he is. I don't care. Just reduce the regulations. That's all. That's all that matters. No, that isn't all that matters. It might matter to him, or that's it. But there's a whole list of billionaires that are supporting this show. And, it's because of those ridiculous things. How much money do they want? How much money do they need? Don't you want to protect the earth? Don't you want to have a future for your children? Don't you? Because none of the policies they're touting, if there is even a policy out there, has anything to do with protecting the earth, protecting our society. All they talk about is hate and getting back and retribution and I'm your vengeance and all this other nonsense. Get me in. I guess Biden's going to try to stay in, and there's a lot of people out there trying to get him out. And I guess for good reason. They know the political arena more than I do. But I don't think if he feels strong enough, and like I said in my last clip, if he's got the backup, then stay in. What are you going to do? Who are you going to get? You're going to start promoting somebody else? You know, do these people want a black woman as president? I would say that that is a big issue in the back of these people's minds. They don't want that. They, you know, some of the stuff I hear is, you know, this retrograde back to a time when women were subservient. I despise that type of thinking. I have 3 daughters. They're not subservient to anybody. They're not there to be on command of any man or any person. They are there to be free thinkers, doers, actors, participate in society as free as they can, not under these biased, pathetic national Christianity rules that they're trying to throw into this mix. You know, there's so much more that goes into our day-to-day living that's just based on trust and character. That's all it is, based on trust and character. Vote for that. Look for that. Sense that. If you can't discern that from the policy wonk, because there is no policy, all there is hate. And it's all a con. Look at that Melania thing. You know, she comes out on the last day, stands by his side to show, oh wow, I've got a pretty wife. Oh wow, look at me. Oh wow. You know, it's sad and pathetic. You know, she didn't want to be there. She wasn't there for the first few days of that thing. She wasn't there for the trials. She's been abused by that man, mentally, spiritually. Why would you want to support it? Because she's got a contract somewhere signed in the prenups that you've got to do certain things. Otherwise, you don't get the bucks when you divorce. You know? But it's not, you know, it's all a pretense. And that thing there showed it all. There's so many of these things that show it all, but that did too. It's all a performance. Everything they do is a performance. They just want to get in power, and they'll do anything. They'll sell you a $299 sneaker. My gosh, man. What next? There's nothing left. They've disgraced the presidency. They've disgraced the office. They've reduced it to ridicule, and it's getting worse, not better. Stand up for something. Stand up for righteousness. Stand up for honor. Stand up for decency. It isn't all coming with one person. I don't care whether it's Biden or Harris or Trump or that other JD guy, Vance. They certainly, that side of the fence doesn't mean anything to me. But the bottom line is you have to have people that are striving to go to the good. One of the things they say is, you know, the Democrats are playing fair and the Republicans are hardball, and that's what I want is a hardball player because, you know, I don't want a wimp in office and nonsense like that. It's all nonsense. Don't believe any of that. Go to the good. It's important, critical, not important, critical. It's for the future of our world, not just our country, the world, our earth. You've got to look at that. Look at the future, not just your immediate needs or your fear, wonk, or your hate-driven agenda. Look to the future. Keep hope alive. Vote positive, vote your heart, but don't ignore character. Don't ignore it. It'll just ruin this country quicker, and it's going to ruin it. There's going to be violence, there's going to be sorrow. And I don't think there's going to be a civil war, but there's going to be sorrow. And the world issues that Putin character, he's driven his, who Trump said was such a genius, he's driving his country to rack and ruin. Why? Ego, pride. The same thing that drove Lucifer to hell is driving Putin to destruction, and Russia. Russia's lost credibility. People aren't going to be putting money into it. They're going to take advantage of it. These oligarchs are losing money hand over fist. They still got plenty, but they want more. It's the greed, the avarice. Thanks for listening. I hope this audio works so I don't have to redo it. And just keep hope alive. Go to the good. It's critical, more so than ever. This election is more important than any election we've had. It shows where this country is going to go. And it's not a pretty picture if it goes the Republican way, the way they are now. And the people of character, if there are any people of character in the Republican Party, they're lost. They're lost. They're not standing up for righteous action or decency or respect or honor or those intrinsic values. They're just not. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. And go to the good. Keep hope alive. Comment. And let's see if my audio works and my voice can be heard over this fan I got going. Take care. Thanks for listening. Have a good day. Bye for now.